What's good, R&B Squad? This is Heart of Ruth. I trust that this message meets you guys in good spirits. If you are new here, welcome. We're happy to have you, and Jesus is, of course, always happier. So I'm going to get right into the word. It comes from a dream that I had. It was a very quick dream, and then I woke up, and right after I woke up out of the dream, the Lord showed me something. I went into prayer, and He explained to me exactly what the dream and what He showed me in the natural meant, okay? So let me get into the dream. First of all, in the dream, I saw two people toasting. And they said toasting to freedom. That is what they were toasting to. One of them said to freedom. And they toasted. Okay, it was a very quick dream. That's all that was in the dream. And then when I woke up from that dream, what I saw was this episode of Tom and Jerry. Now, guys, I haven't seen the cartoon Tom and Jerry in years, okay? But it used to be one of my favorite cartoons as a kid. And in this particular episode, I had never seen this episode before. Jerry is sitting there in his little house, in the hole in the wall. He's sitting there just trying to read, and he's quiet. And Tom is doing all kinds of things. I mean, Tom takes a gun and puts it through the crack in the wall and tries to blow Jerry's head off. But he doesn't succeed. Jerry does not retaliate. He just keeps on reading, but you can tell that he's annoyed. So then Tom tries to put a bomb up in there through the crack in the wall to blow the whole house up, to blow up Jerry's entire house, okay? It doesn't work. And Jerry just sits there reading. Then he does something else. I can't remember exactly what he does, but it's something else to try to basically destroy Jerry. Because, I mean, if you're in there trying to blow his head off with a gun and trying to blow his entire house up, then you're basically trying to destroy him completely. So then Jerry gets fed up, and he sees this article that says there are no cats in outer space, and I'll explain the significance of that in a moment. And he packs his suitcase and he decides to leave. And right when he is leaving and Tom realizes that he's serious about leaving, Tom gets to doing all kinds of things to try to make him stay, to try to make him change his mind. So Tom, instead of pointing the gun at Jerry, Tom points the gun at himself, like he's about to blow his own head off. Then he points the bomb at himself, puts it in his mouth, like he's about to blow his own head off. Okay, so he does a bunch of things to try to stop Jerry from leaving, but Jerry just keeps walking, and he walks right out of the door. Okay? And the Lord said to me, the dream that you had and what you saw in the natural, the Tom and Jerry episode, those two things are linked. So for somebody, this is your time to be set free. There is something that has been holding you back for quite some time. There is something that has had you stagnant, something that has been keeping you trapped. For some of you, it's a place that you're in. For some of you, it's a situation. For some of you, it might be a job. For some of you, it might be your family members that don't mean well. For some of you, it might be a relationship that has been sucking the life out of you. For some of you, let's be real here, it might have been the wrong marriage, a marriage that was not ordained by God, and you just got out of it, or in the process of getting out of it, okay? Some of you might have been with an abuser. The Lord is saying that this is the appointed time for you to be set free from that thing. That thing is no longer going to hold you bound. Notice that the two people were toasting to freedom in the dream. And then that episode of Tom and Jerry is so significant, and I'm going to try to see if I can find it and link it in the description box so that you guys can watch for yourselves. But the message there is so deep. Because you see, Jerry was sitting in his house minding his own business, at peace, trying to read. And Tom was the one doing all kinds of things to try to disturb Jerry's peace and ultimately to try to destroy him. Okay? Now, for some of you, that has been the situation. You have not been bothering anybody. You have not been bothering the people around you. Maybe you didn't mean this person that you were in a relationship with or that you were married to any harm. Maybe you didn't mean your family any harm. Maybe you have been trying to hold your peace in that situation. But the things and people around you keep coming for you. The enemy keeps using these things and these people to come for you when all you're trying to do is mind your own business and serve God. So then what does Jerry do when he's receiving all of these attacks from Tom? He goes over there and he finds an article that says there's no cats in outer space. So Jerry decides that he's heading to outer space, okay? That's where he's headed. So it might be funny in the cartoon, but in real life, what that translates to is that you are going to be moved into a spacious place, a place longer bound, a place where you no longer have to struggle to be at peace, a place where you no longer have to look over your shoulder. Okay? That is where God is taking you, a place where you can breathe, where you have your own space. Okay? And then notice that when Jerry was leaving, then all of a sudden Tom decides to turn the gun on himself. Tom decides to turn the bomb on himself, to put the bomb in his own mouth, to make it look like he's going to blow his own head off. For some of you, there are people that are going to try to manipulate you to stay when you decide to leave. At this time when God is removing you from that complicated situation that was sucking the life out of you, there are going to be people that are going to try their very best to put you back in bondage. And some of them are going to do it in manipulative ways. They're going to threaten to kill themselves. For some of you, for coming out of an abusive relationship, or you were married to an abuser, this person may now tell you that they can't live without you. They're going to kill themselves or whatever. They're going to off themselves. All right? Some of them may try to make it look like they can't function without you. Expect that there are going to be family members that are going to try to manipulate you so that you can stay in the situation. But God is saying that at this time, because He has set you free, and who the Son of Man has set free is free indeed. There is no going back. And no matter what these people do, your mind is made up. God has made a way for you. He has made a permanent way for you. He has formed a permanent bridge from where you are to your destination. And there's nothing anybody can do to stop you from crossing that bridge, no matter how they might try to manipulate you, no matter how they might try to force you to stay in the situation. Okay? And for some of you, one of the things that kept you bound is that you used to be so worried about what other people thought. You used to be so worried about what they would think and what they would say, and you didn't want to offend anybody, and you were caught up in your people pleasing. But you have gotten to a point now where the Lord has healed you from that. You are healed from that. See, you don't care anymore about who is pleased and who isn't with your actions. You are only concerned about God and what He wants for you and for your life. And that is the healthiest space to be in mentally. So you are on your way out of there. And then the other thing is that the Lord highlighted the word consume to me. I heard the word consume. And the dictionary definition of consume is to destroy by separating into parts which cannot be reunited. Let me read that again. To destroy by separating into parts which cannot be reunited. For some of you whom this word is for all of you whom this word is for, there are certain things and people that cannot be reconciled to you in this hour. They can't. They're going to try. Expect them to make a Herculean effort to be reconnected to you at this time. But it's not going to work. God said that time is over. It's been consumed. It's been destroyed. They have been permanently separated from you. And they cannot be reconciled to you. You cannot be reconciled to that situation that was keeping you bound, to those people, to those places that were keeping you bound. Okay? And then the Lord also led me to Isaiah 60, verses 5 to 6. But before I read that, he led me to another scripture as well. 2 Samuel 8, verses 3 to 4. David smote also Hadadezer, and I don't know if I'm butchering that guy's name, but I think it's Hadadezer. David smote also Hadadezer, the son of Rahab, king of Zobah, as he went to recover his border at the river. And David took from him 1,000 chariots, and 700 horsemen, and 20,000 footmen. Okay? For some of you whom this word is for all of you whom this word is for, you are not going to leave that situation empty-handed. Okay? Everything that was taken from you, your time, your energy, your resources, you are going to take all of those things back when you leave. Because some of you, you've been spent in that situation. These people done used you. They hung you out to dry. They bled you dry of all of your resources, and they're still trying to bleed you dry. For many of you, that's why they want you around, so that they can continue to use you. It's not about you. They don't care about you. They don't love you. It's about using you. But the Lord is saying that you are going to recover all of it, everything that was taken from you. And then Isaiah 60, verses 5 to 6. Then you shall see and become radiant, and your heart shall swell with joy, because the abundance of the sea shall be turned to you. The wealth of the Gentiles shall come to you. Not only are you going to recover that which was stolen from you, but the Lord is going to bless you with so much more. So much more. So I hope that this message blessed someone. I love you guys. I will be back with another word as soon as the Lord releases me. Take care.